Hello everyone, welcome to today's video. Looks like people are more interested in the writing of Chinese characters. So today I'm going to give you a brief introduction to a few very common Chinese Pian or radicals, parts. Firstly, let's check out 单人旁. Single, man, people, side. As the name suggests, the radical looks like word 人 and would be on the side of a word, usually on the left side. And occupy less than a half of the word. Let's write it. First, 竖撇, kind of a vertical left diagonal. Then start from the middle, vertical. And your guess is correct. Many of the words start with this radical are related to human. For example, these words. 你 you 他 he 你们 you in plural. You can basically add men to any pronoun to form plural. Next, 仙 good, goddess, fairy. 人 kind, nice. 仇 hatred. There are some exceptions, of course. For example, these words may not be that human related. 亿 100 million. We learned it in previous video. 仅 only. 化 melt. 扔 still, continue to do something. Next is 女字旁. Female, word, side. As you can see, this radical itself can be an independent word. As a radical, we write it slightly differently than the individual word. Specifically, we write the horizontal and the right diagonal a little shorter. Let's write it. Left diagonal, right diagonal or long dot. Left diagonal parallel to the previous left diagonal, a little lower. Bottom align with the right diagonal. And horizontal through the middle of the diagonal till the top of this diagonal. As its name suggests, the words use this radical are usually related to female. For example, these words: 姐 big sister, 妹 younger sister, 妈 mom, 奶奶 grandma from the father side, 外婆 grandma from the mother side. Be aware that 女字旁 can be at the bottom of a word as well, in which case is written the same as a single word, just shorter. Of course, there are some words that female related. 奴 slave, 好 good, 奸 bad, treacherous, specifically used to describe people. 狂妄 arrogance. Next is 三点水 3 dot water. Let's write it. Dot dot tick. The first dot a bit right-sided, the other two are vertically aligned. You can guess that words have this radical would be water-related. For example, 江 long big river, 河 river, 湖 lake, 海 sea ocean. There are also words not that water-related, such as 汉 the majority ethnic group in China, 沙 sand, 法 law. Now let's talk about 两点水 2. It's kind of like the previous radical 三点水, just one less dot. Let's write it. Dot tick. So words with this radical would have less water than 三点水 radical words. For example, 冰 ice, 冷 cold, 冶炼 to burn rocks to get metal out of it. There are also some words that are not water-related. For example, here, 况且. Besides, used to provide another supporting fact in sentences. Next is 草字头 grass, wood, head. You can tell that this radical would be the top of a word. Let's write it. Horizontal, vertical, vertical. Some of the words with this radical would be grass plant related, such as 花 flower, 草 grass, 脸 lotus. Some other words with this radical would be used to describe plant-related things. For example, 芬芳 to describe a massive of green grass and colorful, good-smell flowers. 苍茫 to describe a series of high, green, spreading mountains, or the field farm that spreads to the skyline. There are also some words not related to grass or plant. For example, 劳动 work, usually labor work. Next is 木字旁 wood. This radical can be an independent word as well. We just write it a little thinner than a word. We usually write the right side of this radical a little shorter because this radical is usually on the left side of a word. Let's write it. Horizontal, vertical. We write it through almost the right end of the horizontal. Left diagonal starting from the corner, and the right dot. In the mu word, we would write this stroke as a right diagonal. But in the radical, we just write it as a dot. As you may guess from the radical name, words with this radical would be related to wood, tree. Let's check out some words. 树 tree, 林 woods. The two words together mean woods too. 杨 poplar tree, 柳 willow tree. There are those two kinds of trees which may shake out catkins that are drifting in the air and on the ground like snowing. 栏杆 the fence around the balcony, yard, or field. 李 plum, 梁 pillar, beam or frame of a house. So as you can see, the radical can also on top or bottom of a word, in which case we'll write it wide and short. Now 虫字旁 bugs. This radical itself can be a word too. Let's write it. Vertical, horizontal, vertical, horizontal to close the square, vertical through the middle, horizontal, or you can say it is a tick, slight upwards, dot. Your guess is correct. Words with this radical are usually related to bugs or little animals. 蛇 snake 蛙 frog 茧 cocoon 蛊 a legend of witchcraft. Witches secretly drug people with some kind of tiny bugs or worms so as to let people follow the witch's orders. 闽 a kind of legend snake in a south province of China, now mainly used as the abbreviation of the province. As you can see, this radical can also be on bottom, top, or inside of a word, in which case we'll write the radical as a normal word and write the last horizontal more flat. Next, 鸟字边 bird side. This radical can be a word too, and be the right side of a word. Words with this radical are related to birds. Let's write it. Left diagonal, starting from the tip, horizontal, vertical tick. Dot in the middle, starting from the conjunction, vertical, horizontal, vertical tick. And finally, horizontal. This writing is not good. I'll try again. The left end should be a little outside. Let's check out the words. 鸡 chicken, 鸭 ducks, 鹅 goose, 鸳鸯 Mandarin ducks. 鸳 is male and yang is female. You can see here this radical can also be at the bottom of a word. The last radical we'll talk about today is 反犬旁. Opposite, counter, dog. It's the literary naming for dog. I guess you can turn this word 犬 some angle and change it a bit. It would look like this radical. Maybe that's how it gets the name. Now let's write it. Left diagonal, curve tick through the middle, it's like a vertical tick. We just need to curve it a bit. Then left diagonal. You can let the top and poke out the curve a bit. Oh, fine. You may already know that words with this radical are related to dogs. For example, 狐狸 fox. 狐 means fox too. 狸 means beaver kind of animals. 狗 dog. 狼 wolf. Some other words may not be very related to dog animals. For example, 单独 alone. 凶狠 fierce. 地狱 hell. 狱 alone means jail. 侵犯 offend, invade, assault. That's all for today. Hope you find it interesting. Thank you for watching and have a nice day.